Hello, my fishes in the deep blue sea. My name is Yorke, and today we got a video that's coming right at you, so let's jump right in. Now, the first thing I want to talk about today is middle school, and in particular, a specific class that I had. Now, I had a health class in middle school and in high school, and the high school class seemed to be like actual health, and like middle school / elementary school health seemed to be like everything that makes middle schoolers like giggle. So we had one of those days where we had to go over drugs, and I had this interesting teacher telling us about this. Her strategy to teach us how bad drugs were to tell us everything good that the drug does for you in like a very descriptive and awesome way, and then say the side effects in such a boring way nobody pays attention, so the only thing everybody gets out of the whole class is how awesome drugs are. Now, me personally, I'm not exactly the type of person who would be interested in these type of drugs, nor did I even think about it before this day, but she's just like, she went over this story, she's like, okay, so let's talk about ecstasy. So basically, she gives us this story about how when you're on ecstasy, everything you do feels awesome, and I don't even remember what the side effects were, so all I know is that it's probably bad for you, but you feel awesome. So, thanks, 8th grade health teacher. See, she didn't do the same thing with sex. What she did with that was, instead of telling us what it was, because we were all experts on it by then, but instead of telling it what it was, she told us every kind of like disease and animal you can have crawling up in your crotch if you do it. So moral of the story, drugs are good, but sex? No. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is high school, and this happened like a couple months ago, and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I figured I would share the story. Now, currently, my worst subject in school is biology. I don't mind the subject matter, but certain teachers don't exactly like me very much. For example, we have iPads at our schools, because why the frick not? And part of our class is to have iPads. We have iPads, and we, do them in class and whatnot, and we'll be sitting in class and everybody will be on their iPad doing whatever, whether it's playing a game or actually doing their work, and literally the split second that I open my iPad, she like has diabetes, loses a leg, comes over to my chair and starts pounding on my desk and telling everybody to put their iPads away. So basically, I am the class bad guy, because if I take out my iPad, then everybody's got to take out their iPad. But she don't give no dams if none of the iPads are out. But as soon as I bring mine out, all hell breaks loose. But anyway, that's completely beside the point. What I was trying to say is that we had a test not too long ago, I think it was like a midterm or something like that. And we have this kid, we have two kids, one of questionable intelligence and one who's ghetto. I'll let you decide the two later. Now, one kid with questionable intelligence turns in his paper, and he's a little on the dumb side, so I wouldn't cheat off him if I were me, but I don't cheat anyway because I'm just a golden child. So this genius ghetto kid decides, I'm gonna fail this test, so might as well pull a YOLO and cheat off the second dumbest kid in our class. So he grabs his paper and this little test-taking instrument we call a Scantron, which is basically a big old sheet you have to bubble in with the answers. And so he takes the kid's paper and the Scantron, copies all of his answers, and then switches the written part so that the kid with questionable intelligence gets his entire paper marked as a 0, the paper portion. So I'm not exactly sure if you're following me, because I just got lost in my words, but basically, dumb kid tries to cheat off another dumb kid, giving the first dumb kid a 0 and the other dumb kid like a 20. I mean, if you're gonna fail, you might as well cheat off somebody else so you can make it, oh, I failed because of you, so I mean, I'm not stupid. And then, because of the good friend I am, I talked to the kid with questionable intelligence. I'm like, hey, you're gonna get a 0, because the dude is like, oh my god, I can't even say this without being offensive, but the biology teacher, we'll keep it at that without saying anything negative, the biology teacher wonders where the kid with questionable intelligence Scantron is, and the ghetto kid still has it, so what does he do? Throws the Scantron like a frisbee across the classroom, oh my god, across the classroom to the kid with questionable intelligence and says, oh Bobby, isn't your Scantron right there on the ground? And then the kid with questionable intelligence is like, oh yeah, it's right here, wonder what it did there. I told the kid with questionable intelligence after class was over, this dude just like jacked all your points. Go in there and do it. So he tells on the kid, and what's the kid's punishment? He gets to retake the test and doesn't get sent to the dean. Okay, that's fine. But, get this, in the same class, I woke the ghetto kid up by pulling his head like this and dropping it on the desk, and I get threatened with expulsion. And, side note, being expelled at my school is like being suspended, because since it's a religious institution, there are 2 kids in my graduating class that have been expelled. They just go to the office and they're like, my son or daughter had a divine revelation, so you should let them back in their school. And they're just like, Jesus loves you, here's the, like, just continue committing crimes. It's like, that doesn't happen in the real world. Aren't you supposed to be preparing us? Anyway, that's all I gotta say for today. Sorry for the video, just, you know, things happen. Sometimes I'm not on my A game. Quick side note, I know this has already been a super long video, I'm just dragging it out, but I was told a long time ago by a certain hot, attractive lady who I may or may not still like that I shouldn't do any more video game stuff on my channel. But because I'm not whipped, because I'm getting none of that, I would like to ask you, would you like to see some like video game gameplay commentary from me in the future? And if I would be doing it, it would probably be a like a baseball type commentary from moi. So let me know down in the comment section below if you'd be interested in that. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. If you did like it, please like it. If you dislike it, please dislike it. If you really like it, add it to your favorites. Thanks again on 1,000 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but I'm, you know, it's bragging rights. Be like, what do you do for a living? Be like, I got 1,000 people who like me. Anyway, I'll see you guys some other time.